ask for help and whatever, with varying degrees of them actually helping. But I don't know. It's hard to. It's all on different levels. I think.
Yeah.
I think it's. I
I
think
just
it's
I guess what I'm
time.
hitting at is a lot of people call acquaintances or something like, or friends, or spend a lot of time with people that
No,
I don't
old friends. There's old friends. There's friends. There's best friends. There's acquaintances.
know. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying there.
And then there's a couple people that you don't want to admit that you really like them. You kind of hide them. And then
I find just like I don't, and this is probably going to sound negative again, but I'm just saying as I've gone on, like I find uh, there's not that doesn't very few people that would
you click
bring a
with.
whole lot of good into my life. Not in that, in the fact that not that I'm not, I have great work, like people that I work with that are friends. I have people that all kinds of people that are like friendly with me, but are they someone that I devote a lot of time to and like really no, as far as like personal time, and I
Because you
just
get
find
deep
that pretty
into
rare. It's
relationships, or because, uh, I mean, how open are you on here compared to your willingness to be open to people in real life?
I'm I don't know. I'm very open in real life. Like
Yeah. So you're just like,
I just don't. I just don't. I guess run into a ton of people with the same.
that are worth your time.
Yeah, I don't mean that in a
It's
bad
great,
way.
man.
I'm not judging them like
No,
negatively.
no, I
I'm
think
just
it's an
saying.
ENTP thing. I think it's a pretty common ENTP thing, to be 100% honest.
That's funny. Whoever the random person is talking, that's what me and my INFJ friend. That's mainly like I have an INFJ. That's like another best friend that I have, but
I
I
have
didn't.
one of those too.
But he's not.
Yeah,
He's not in. He doesn't live close to me, so he's not like really, really active in my life. But we
that's the
still,
same
when we
exact.
talk to each other, we always talk. We talk. We won't talk for maybe a month or something or more. But when we do talk, it's for more than like 2 hours or something, and we're just sharing interesting stuff with each other that either A has happened to us over the last since we last talked, or things that we're interested in, and that the other person should like check out, things like that.
Yeah, that's cool. Where'd you move from? Where'd you live?
I moved my last place before here was Orlando. I was going to school at UCF.
So is that where a lot of your friends are from? They're
No.
still at, oh, they're dispersed if you met them at.
Yeah, I have friends a little bit everywhere because I mean,
Because
yeah.
you're international. Um,
I
if
also
you're in,
find I have no I also say though as I've gotten older too and gone through experiences and like changed, my my friendships no longer like they start to fall off. Only certain one, like a lot of only very few of them survive.
yeah, for sure. And I think I like it like that
Yeah.
personally. It's I've come to appreciate that I can appreciate my life as periods and stages and just like a pie chart where this was how I acted. This was my weird little thing that I did then, and this is who I hung out with a lot. And, these are some pretty crazy experiences. This is what I learned. This is what I was concentrated on. This is what I was focused on. It's just it changes like I don't know, man. I remember there's very distinct different periods of my life, and I'm not even that old.
Yeah.
pretty awesome. Have you ever heard of Eckhart Tolle?
Yeah, Eckert.
What do you think of him?
Think I think he's wise. I think
You
he's
like?
I like him for the most part, yeah. I think he's got an
I want you to
interesting
explain
way that
his.
he packages things. He strikes me as a an IDOM for sure.
Yeah.
I always thought he was an INTJ, but
Well, what do you think about him? His like, could you explain his approach to life and metaphysics and spirituality in your own way? Like, I want to get
his
your
approach
perspective.
is a very much NI reconciling SE approach. So what you're hearing is so like when you hear when you hear people talk about spirituality or something, like a lot of time he's always talking about his book's titled The Power of Now, right? I think it's pretty sure
Yeah.
that's one of like his big book, his first big book or something. So like you're hearing basically he's saying that get drop all your mental shit is a in the short that's how to put it super bluntly, but it's a lot more than that. But he's speaking from he's turned Eastern Ayurvedic thought as far as just kind of like the Tao, the Tao. He just takes that and but puts it into Western form
So like
because
Alan
of
Watts
his,
version two.
huh?
So like Alan Watts version two.
Yeah, he's kind of Alan Watts, but Alan Watts
I
was
mean, that's how.
way more. Yeah, Alan Watts was way more TI heavy and like and more Eastern heavy. He was Eastern thought, more Eastern thought heavy. But
I don't know when Alan Watts explains parts of the Bible. That's like it blows my mind. It's like, yeah, it's very clear that that's is what they're saying.
yeah, yeah, no, Eckhart Tolle's awesome. I definitely think that he speaks. If you're asking, I definitely think he speaks a lot of truth. I do. It's just whether or not everyone is going to speak truth, maybe in a framework that you're going to take in, or that's going to hit you. So whether or not it resonates with you, I don't know, but I
That
think
was
that
very wise. I like how you said that. Do you? Because I'm trying to figure out what New Age is, and if because New
so.
Age,
Yeah, I get what I think I know where you're going with this, but I'm gonna let you finish. Sorry.
I don't necessarily know. I'm trying to. Okay, so I'm trying to lure in my INTP friend. He seems to draw a lot. He seems to be. He thinks he's interesting. He tells me that he can tell, like he'll be thinking about somebody, and then they will call just shortly after. And he told me to read Eckhart Tolle, one of his books, and he said that he very rarely asks other people to do it because they won't understand it. Um, and I'm trying to get where he's not who I'm really worried about. My aunt, who they'd be working together, is she's in like prophetic Christian stuff,
Hmm.
more definitely Western. I'm just trying to create some type of foresight as to how, if I'm curious. I thought about it. It's not a huge thing, I don't think, but what that conversation would look like if they started talking about one another's beliefs.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big. That depends on those two, and how good as is the INTP at translating Eckart's ideas into Christian thought, and how good is that the Christian person good at hearing truth being spoke through a different framework.
I think he wouldn't touch it really, and
So I
that's
mean, so that I don't know. Yeah, that's a super hypothetical question you're asking about. That's funny.
I wasn't asking about it. I
Uh,
wasn't. That's what created the line of questioning initially.
hmm.
I'm wondering out. I'm figuring out how to motivate this motherfucker. And it's not
Motivate him in what way?
when I say motivate him, I mean light him up, get him to do whatever he wants to do. Because, but then at the same time, that's so fucking stupid for me to say. He does make $300,000 a year, but
I mean, I think he's doing pretty
um,
good.
but man, this guy's so smart. He needs to be doing more with his brain. He's not a big money guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though he's a big money guy, he's not a big money guy. He drives like a little piece of shit car he bought 4 years ago that you would never. I mean, he's just bang. He's just when he told me a long time ago that he knows how to save up. He's like, Nick, I know how to save up because he bought a X-ray, not an X-ray machine. He bought a CT scanner or something.
Why?
He was a doctor. I'm trying to get he and his wife to move to my state and join our practice. Oh, or relocate their thing here. Because the average annual family income here is uh, fucking like 1.1 million or something. And
Oh,
the kind of business model I want to do is concierge medical clinic that focuses on giving like insane value and doing a lot of like thorough exams and gathering a lot of data in regards to like genetics and biomarkers and food logs and genetic testing, and they give like an actual accurate prediction, at least something that's that's involved like an algorithm, which is way better at humans in making decisions in doctor areas. But it all comes together and it produces really good information about what this person, what's going on inside their body,
I
what
got you.
what illnesses they're likely to be getting near time future, but also bring like a very human, because this is going to happen anyway. It already is, but it's bring a very like human aspect to it, and and
Making healthcare more personal. Or
yes, which is already
yeah,
happening. But there's
yeah.
I've looked at like 100 different. It's really been a kind of a major project, but I want to include prescribing not only drugs or treatment but food.
Yeah,
I
like
want to prescribe
nutrition.
food. Yeah, based
Hmm.
on individualized, based on individualized,
Yeah,
people's diet. And for there's the top the top job here, the top held position per capita for male percentage population is uh, top execs is how it describes it. So this is like perfect for someone who we'd be trying to get to do this, and like all through an app, and then basically we will make a week's worth of your food based on your goal and your health, what your information is telling us, and we'll send it to your house.
send the
Um,
food.
yeah,
Wow. Using
but cost
using some
cost like
other, huh?
just be, no, it's going to be local.
So
That's where you get like
you guys are
the
gonna do
good.
the food collection service too? Like you're gonna get to go get the food and then send it off then?
Oh, we're gonna have a kitchen. We got a pretty big building.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, have more people, but it's going to cost $30,000 a year. So, they better get some fucking shit drove to them.
Yeah, I got you. I mean, yeah, that's that's a huge idea, and like, or I mean, that's cool. That's really cool. Obviously, for